Good afternoon, Max Brantley with the Arkansas Times on Wednesday, September the 12th. Well, a lot of our action today hasn't happened yet. There's about to be dueling press conferences between the leading candidates for governor. Governor Asa Hutchinson has a 2:30 news conference today to talk about the success of his work rule for the Medicaid program and to talk about the process for proving that you're at work and using only a computer to get it done. An hour before that, Jared Henderson, the Democratic candidate for governor, is going to have a news conference on this same subject, and I don't think he's going to be nearly so praiseworthy. We know that almost 5,000 people have already been dropped from Medicaid coverage because of their failure to provide the necessary information about their work. Many of them, we also know, have been unable to solve the computer system, which is the only way by which you can report your work to the state of Arkansas. We'll evaluate the two sides later on today. Clarke Tucker, the Democratic candidate for 2nd District Congress, thought to be trailing Republican Representative French Hill in the 2nd District, is going to do something a lot of people think he needed to do today, and that's go more directly at French Hill's record. French Hill voted last year to essentially repeal the Affordable Care Act and to repeal with it coverage for pre-existing conditions, coverage for adult children, an end to gender bias and insurance rates, and a number of very popular things that most of America now favor. It's time for Tucker to get after Hill on some comparative stuff, and healthcare looks like a pretty good way to do it. Well, we had news in Fayetteville today. Oren Paris, the former president of Ecclesia College, got sentenced to 3 years in federal prison for his role in paying kickbacks to two former state legislators in return for state tax money they'd sent to his small Christian Bible college. He took full responsibility. He said he was humiliated and humbled. The judge gave him credit, could have given him a much stiffer sentence, said he'd done a lifetime of good works and seemed to be truly remorseful. The U.S. Attorney, Dak Keys, said when you dance with the devil, you got to pay the price. And the devil he referred to as Senator John Woods, former Senator John Woods, the mastermind of the plot. Well, also in federal court yesterday, this time in Springfield, Missouri, Keith Nobles, a former top officer Preferred Family Health Care, entered a guilty plea to participating in embezzling money from the nonprofit to enrich various executives of the company, including himself. It's a massive embezzlement scheme. It outlines some $17 million pumped into the pockets of insiders at that company, which has now lost its Medicaid business in Arkansas, but is striving to hold on to it in 4 other states. It's made $1 billion in federal reimbursements over the last 12 years in 5 states. It issued a news release today saying they're rooting out the evildoers and they've turned the page and they want to cooperate with the government and make sure they're on the up and up. They're trying to hold on to the rest of their business, of course. News from the State Department of Correction today, yet another suspicious death, this time at the Cummins unit. Again, it's suspected to be drug-related. Perhaps again synthetic K2 was involved in what's been a growing string of deaths, not just in Arkansas, but in other states as well. Late yesterday, another lawsuit developed against the amendment that would allow expanded casino gambling in Arkansas. This particular lawsuit, the second against that, is about the fact that this would create a monopoly for casino operators contrary to Arkansas law. The Supreme Court will hear this case. There's a wonderful piece of reading. You can find a link at arkansasblog.com to an op-ed written for The Hollywood Reporter by Linda Bloodworth Thomas. You know her, of course. She's a creator of Designing Women in Evening Shade, a familiar figure in Arkansas, a big friend of the Clintons over the years. She's written about the departure of Les Moonves, the CBS executive forced out because of sexual harassment charges, and he's one bad actor. She says he never sexually harassed her, but he kept her from working for 7 years, and she never could figure out why, but he treated people abysmally, and she, as she put it, is dancing on his grave. She also closed with what she said Julia Sugarbaker would have said, which is to Les, go F yourself. Hundreds of people lined up at the River Market this morning to take part in a road show auditions for American Idol, kind of a publicity stunt. But who knows, maybe one of them will make it onto the popular ABC TV show. There were hundreds there singing. Check our blog for some video by Brian Chilson of our staff getting a few sidewalk serenades for the people there. And on that note, I guess I'll just say, turn out the lights, the party's over. Resist. I'm Max Brantley. I'm not auditioning for American Idol. See you tomorrow.
You listen to our music, you will feel it. You feel it in here.
The music is surviving, probably more than ever.
We owe it to New Orleans, we owe it to the world to keep it going.
It's a feeling that you have that was deep in you, powerful.
What is Mardi Gras Indian to New Orleans? Mardi Gras Indians is New Orleans.
We created rock and roll. We created swing, you know what I'm saying?